the reason why I'm asking myself, okay, what could I have done differently? There's not from a regret perspective or a blame perspective, like I'm blaming myself. It's more about self-reflections.
It's like good enough, so you gotta be great, and I'ma do whatever it takes, doing what I love of life, and I'll pay the price, and not stopping even if the shit kills me, even if it kills me.
3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, and welcome to MattGron Talks. This is episode 150, and my name is Mattias Gronborg, aka MattGron. And here I share my scaling up journey, building my company from nothing to something. And of course, with me as usual, my dear friend and co-host Svea Malina Landshoff. How are you doing, Svea?
Hi, Mattias. I'm doing very good. We just came back from our conference, right? Because, usually we record on Fridays, but today it's Saturday because we were very busy yesterday and Thursday, right? But yeah, let's talk about that later in this episode. First of all, welcome to everyone, no matter if you're new here or if you actually know us from before. This is where entrepreneurship runs smack into reality. Actually, 3 times per week, we have different episodes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we do have a whole framework. Mattias, that's your job.
Yes, we have a framework for you guys. And every Monday we talk about self-development, and I share my journey growing as a human being and a leader. And then every Wednesday we talk about all the things I'm learning in the entrepreneurial process when I'm scaling up iGoMoon. And then every Friday I share my weekly inventory. I talk about things that I could have done differently, what I have learned, and we're also celebrating the victories.
Yeah, that's what we do here. So let's jump into our Friday. Usually we do our summary of the week, but I have a feeling maybe this time we can focus on the conference because that was kind of the highlight of the week, right? So do you wanna, in a nutshell, tell maybe people who don't know what we did here, what actually happened on Thursday and Friday?
Yeah, it was a great 2-day kickoff, and we kicked off the kickoff on Thursday afternoon, and we had Project Playground over for a visit, and they shared their vision, their work, their journey with the organization. Yeah, as always, it's so nice to have them over and talk about their work because, people at iGoMoon, they kind of early in the process when they join us, they know we are supporting Project Playground, and it's a part of our purpose to be giving back. But it's always good to actually meet them, and it's very good also to be listening over and over again, even if you have heard their story before. So what I'm trying to say, it's good for the newcomers, and it's also good for the people that have been on board for a while, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good reminder because I've already heard it last summer as well at the other kickoff, but it was still nice to hear it again. And I feel always, every time you still learn something new. And and also this time we got a bracelet from iGoMoon. That was really nice because they're selling, I think, things in their shop. And then I think when you purchase the bracelet, it said something like that would provide for one kit for, I'm not sure, a week, or was it even a month, but like for some amount of time to be taken care of. That's a really nice present, I feel. So thank you again for that. That was very nice. And a good reminder.
I think it's a good, like a reminder, a trigger.
Definitely. What would you do after the project?
Yeah, so after that, Anton, our CFO, he presented Q3, Q4, like last year for us, where we ended up on the financial side, and we celebrated that we landed in the black, and I think that's a really good work from the entire team. We had in many ways a tough financial year, and with a lot of growth going on as well. And then he also presented the goals for this year. So this year we have a goal to reach a revenue of 24 million Swedish kronor, and we talked about that, and then we had some Q&A going on. I think last time I also, like in last Friday episode, I talked about all the things that we really need to develop during the year to be able to reach these 24 million kroner. So we were actually talking about that and had a Q&A around that. So I think it was really good.
Yeah.
And then we went out and had fun. We went to like a VR center here in Stockholm and played a lot of silly games. But you couldn't join, unfortunately, Svea.
Yeah, you know, I had a very bad headache that evening. I felt if I put on glasses, then it's just gonna be worse. So, but we had some fun the next night. So, gonna talk about that on
Maybe
Friday.
We could roll some B-roll clip for the VR.
David was there. David has documented it all.
I have actually a lot of funny clips on David when he's playing VR.
Oh, that we should put in as well. Perfect.
Yeah, we should put it in there. And then we on Friday we had 2 customers over for a full day when we practiced our discovery workshop, which is kind of a service we provide our customers with very early in the relationship to be able to actually set goals and understand how we should map out the relationship so we make it as fruitful as possible. Yeah, it was a good day because that workshop is something everyone really needs to practice. It really laid the groundwork for actually creating value.
Yeah.
So,
and were you happy with how it went from what you've seen?
Yeah, I'm very happy, and I'm pumped to see where we are going with this, because this new discovery workshop we launched late last year, and we are booking a lot of discovery workshops together with both like new potential customers and like existing customer as well. So that's good. Yeah, and I also think it's very interesting, you know, for me as a CEO to actually watch the team in action, and I think it's a really good way, you know, to really understand how people actually, you know, work or approach things.
Yeah,
it's one way to talk about it and you know, talk about something in theory, like this is how we should do it, but it's a completely different way to watch people actually, you know, approach it in a practical way.
Yeah.
So
I can very much relate to that because, you know, I feel like I'm kind of an iGoMoon expert because I talk so much to you and I know like technically how everything works. But, you know, since I'm most of the time here working remote, I don't really know what's actually going on. So that was also very cool for me to, you know, go to the different workshops, see how people are doing it. And like you said, see people in action, see the dynamics, and was also like, very pleasantly surprised about how that went down. I feel like everyone was working so well together, and also the customers looked like they were very engaged and had fun. And I think that's, after all, the most important thing, and everyone is taking something out of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that was our Friday workshop. After that, what was on our schedule?
Yeah, so after that, we had some dinner, and we were eating a lot the entire day. It was breakfast and snacks, and
it was amazing as last time.
Yeah.
Really good food. Thank you again.
Yeah. So like an extra shout out for Dr. Mat. If you translate it in English, Dr. Food.
Yeah.
So yeah, they catered the food and it was amazing. But after that we went to what's the name, like Scandinavian Adventure,
ice Adventure?
Park.
I don't know, something with adventure.
Something like yeah.
We were ice skating.
And we were playing pond hockey, and there was also a lot of other different what
like
do you say,
rinks, or like, you know, you could go around there.
yeah,
That was cool. You know, I've never ever in my life played hockey, and I have been ice skating for maybe 5 or 6 times in my life. So I'm really, really bad at this, but still every time I give it a shot, and at least I want to try it. So I was like just standing on the ice with my stick, holding on to it and watching you guys. But that was fun too, you know?
yeah, it was so much fun.
You guys looked like you were having a great time.
Yeah, we had a great time, and so much fun. I haven't, you know, played hockey for like many years.
But that didn't look like it. All right. Yeah, I would say we can book that under another really successful and fun kickoff. And I'm excited for the next one already in half a year.
Yeah.
Should we move over to the self-inventory?
Yeah, let's move over to the self-inventory. And so I actually thought about something we spoke about earlier this week when in the Monday episode you asked me, is there like a right or wrong decision, right and wrong decisions when you're in the entrepreneurial process, operating your business? And I said, no, I think it's just a decision and then you learn. And that also made me think about the weekly self-inventory, because the reason why I'm asking myself, okay, what could I have done differently? There's not from a regret perspective or a blame perspective, like I'm blaming myself. It's more about self-reflections, putting myself in a self-reflecting mode. And in that way, I can build even more self-awareness, right? And we are doing that internally as well as part of the culture code we have and the framework. But, I realized that a lot of people, they approach it in a way like, I'm not proud of, and then you can fill in, I could plan my week better. I could have built more hours. I mean, and that's something I have been thinking about that we need to tweak or change or basically talk about, because everything is about thinking about more, okay, I did this, I ended up with that result, and next time I will approach it like this. That's the point. So I think that's important to talk about. And
so less from a like self-punishment kind of view, more to a self-improvement, more a positive view on that, right?
It's about putting yourself in a self-reflecting mood, like, okay, what could I have done differently, to play it even better. I mean, it's the same. We were, playing pond hockey, and after that game, I was thinking about, okay, what could I have done differently? Maybe I need to, I need to renovate my skates or something, because they were like 25 years old.
I heard about that. They're out of leather, right? Like back in the days.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I had like a huge crack in the plastic. So every time I was leaning in on my right foot, I felt like the skate was going like this. So, I mean, that's self-reflecting, right?
Yeah, I understand.
So I was not, blaming myself, like, why didn't I buy new skates before the game or something like that. So let's talk about also what I've learned. I think, being an entrepreneur, and if I, look at myself since I started iGoMoon, I think it's very easy as an entrepreneur to, that's what you do in the beginning. You put on a lot of, work on yourself, and you carry a lot of weight, and that's how it should be. I mean, that's what an entrepreneur does.
Yeah.
But I think something I can really self-reflect on is that I have had a tendency to ask other people a lot, like, is this okay for you? Like, okay, is it okay for you? Okay, will you manage that does that feel okay for you? But I never really asked myself that. And that was something I thought about a lot this week. Like, okay, is this situation or the thing happening right now here, is this okay for me? Like, where am I standing here?
Was there like a certain situation why this came up, or was it just coincidentally that you thought about it this week?
No, there was something I thought about from a coaching session I did. So so yeah, I'm kind of in the process right now. Like, so I'm just sharing it with you.
Yeah.
But definitely interesting, and I feel I'm in the learning there.
That is great.
Finding a how should I say, a new way to navigate and navigate as a leader.
Yeah.
I think something that is very important for me this year, like where I'm with the company right now, is that I really see that I really need to reinvent myself as the CEO, and I'm not saying that in a like self-blaming or I regret my old version of myself. It's just about that I realize I need to push forward and get a clear understanding how I am operating a business from 20 people, from growing from 20 people. Because
it's a big difference.
There's a difference between 1 to 20 employees versus going from 20 up to 50 employees.
Yeah, definitely. So, and then 100 at some point, and who knows where we're gonna stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you need to readjust again, probably. So it's just
let's eat the elephant one bite at a time.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, I think that's our self-inventory for this week. Otherwise, do you have some kudos to give out, maybe to the team?
Let's go back to the conference. I think it was great to see everyone very involved, and I really want to give Dennis kudos. I think he's doing a lot of work growing right now, both as in his role as an account manager, but he also took a lot of lead in the workshop there, and asked questions and did everything he could to inspire the customer. It was nice to see, and he also closed some really nice deals last week. So extra boom celebration, kudos to Dennis.
Yeah, I also, when I saw him in the workshops, he was very engaged. I saw that too. He seems like a very curious person. So I would say perfect mindset for someone working at iGoMoon. All right.
Yeah, I think, what do you say? Curiosity is, it's like, it's really, it's undervalued, underrated, you maybe say.
Yeah, it's definitely a good driver and enables you to learn.
I think, but I think it's everything.
Yeah.
To actually be able to inspire customers is to have that curious mindset.
That's true. Speaking of curiosity, Mattias, my bridging over to other topics always first class. I'm curious about our gaming clip of today because, we have a new thing that in the Friday episodes we finish the episode with something fun. And I would say let's take it away. Should we put up our clip for today?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Right?
So
let me open this here so I see what we're talking about.
Yeah, let's open it. So maybe a short context there. Gaming is something I think is super fun. So when I'm not working, I get some time over. I typically do some gaming, and here at iGoMoon, I play with a couple of guys. So
how do you call it? Your esports team?
Our esports team here at iGoMoon. Yes. So and it's actually a clip as I think last time we did it a couple of Fridays ago. I was in the SUV, and that's my tactic. I drop down as you do in COD. There's like a big island with the name Caldera, and then you start loot, and you can use vehicles and stuff. And typically the other guys they loot the buildings, and I find a car to drive.
You're the driver of the team, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the driver, and you can see that in this clip as well. I'm hunting someone, and I'm going full reverse there, and making it even. I think this guy is, if I remember right, he took out one of my friends, so I was
revenging,
using the SUV. That's my
all right
style. Yeah,
then I would say it's call this a wrap for this Friday episode. What do you say? Should we jump into our weekend?
Yes, that's a wrap, and yes, that's a good idea, Svea.
Okay.
And if you like what we're talking about here, and if you have any questions or thoughts, please leave a comment and subscribe. And then we hope to see you in the next one. This is MattGron Talks episode 150. We wish you a happy weekend.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
See you the next one. Bye-bye.